first thing I started off doing was removing the stickers from the outside of the jug, as well as washing off the insides to have a clean jug to work with. After this, I put a small marking on each side of the jug in Sharpie. I marked each of the smaller sides with a mark that went halfway up, while for the taller side I placed a marking at the top of the container. Next, I connected each of the markings on the small sides by drawing a straight line across the bottom. Then I connected the markings on the tall side to the other markings with dotted lines running along the edges of the bottle. Next step I took was to cut out along the lines. For my jug, I noticed that the lines marked on the smaller parts of the jug were too high up, so I ended up having to cut a little bit below them. After this, I put a small mark on the edge of each of the four corners of the jug, followed by cutting a line down to them, allowing me to eventually fold the sides in. Then I drew and cut out the dashed lines along the top of each side to round off the edges. After this, I drew a dashed line on the top of the tallest side to mark where I was going to place the fold. Next came the creative part, where I got to decorate the outsides of my container to make it my own. The last step was fastening the purse clasp onto the container. By poking holes through the part of the fold, I was able to fasten the clasp on. I then did the same thing to the front side of the container so that the two parts would close together. And finally, I had my own milk jug container.